Mandalorians fighting pirates, big action, epic showdown on Navarro, Bo-Katan sent on a quest, all sorts of exciting stuff, the disappearance of Moff Gideon. I still took like an extra day before I got around to watching The Mandalorian this week. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting into this season. As the last couple videos I've made and posts I've written have stated, I am just not feeling it as much. And this episode 5, The Pirate, certainly helped me enjoy it more, but I still have some problems. The best part, okay, so basically this episode is about the Pirate King coming to Navarro and attacking out of revenge for some of his crew getting killed. He goes to get revenge. Greef Karga's like, dude, you better not do this. We're under the protection of the New Republic. And the Pirate King, Gorian Shard, is like, no, you're not. And Greef Karga's like, yes, I am, but he's not. And so they attack and take over the place, bomb it up. The pirates, who are almost entirely aliens, there are no human pirates, start, making it their home, drinking and shooting at things and misbehaving. Meanwhile, Greef Karga sends a request for help to Captain Carson Teva, New Republic fighter pilot guy. He sends a hologram, Captain Teva, you're our only hope, that kind of thing. Teva is unable to help without New Republic authorization because this is not a New Republic world. And apparently they have to go through a bunch of bureaucracy to get anything done. He goes back to Coruscant and talks with a colonel there who's played by, I can't remember the actor's name, SNL character who always plays like very dopey characters. And again, here he plays, what he's typecast for, a very dopey kind of like happy-go-lucky, we can't do anything, sorry, pencil pusher bureaucrat. So they don't help, so he goes and gets the men and asks the Mandalorians for help. He tracks them using the droid that Mando got from the mechanic. So then the Mandalorians talk it out. They decide they will go help. They go and they beat the pirates. There's a big shootout, yada, yada, yada. They win, obviously, because they are Mandalorians. They've got Beskar steel. They kick the pirates out. Greef Karga gives them some land, and they can set up their new home base there. Then the armorer talks with Bo-Katan and says, take your helmet off. You are going to serve as the bridge between Mandalorian cultures and unite the clans. Because she is, basically Robert the Bruce of this show. The only one who can unite the fractious and factioned Mandalorian peoples of the galaxy. So that's Bo-Katan's quest now, which is awesome. That's great. We needed Bo-Katan to go do something that isn't just hang out with Mando and Grogu. Finally, at the end, Captain Teva finds a New Republic ship that's been attacked, and he learns that it's a prisoner transport that was transporting Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon is not there. He has obviously been rescued or captured. I'm not sure. He finds some Beskar steel in there, which indicates that maybe a Mandalorian bounty hunter was responsible for this and had secured Moff Gideon at the behest of somebody else. Could that be Thrawn? It's possible. Could it be someone that was out to get Moff Gideon and that wasn't a bad guy? I don't know. I think this clearly killing all the New Republic crew means that whoever did this is a bad guy. All right, what I liked the action. There was a lot of fun. The shootout was fun. The Mandalorians moving in little squads, taking down the pirates. The armorer taking out the gunner. Had a big mounted turret gun, and the armorer goes in and kills everybody with her hammer and her tongs. The dog fighting, taking down Gorian Shard's ship. All that was cool. I'm not sure I love the pirates in this. It really felt like Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, even the Pirate King himself feels like he's taken right out of a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And I get that this is Disney now, but like mixing up the universes. I don't want a metaverse of like Star Wars, Marvel, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's not do that. I liked the piratey things about it though. They've got like the wheel, the steering wheel, whatever, from like a pirate ship basically in their ship. I don't like that they're presenting the New Republic as just complete buffoons. They're just so stupid. We have Elia Kane, the spy, the Imperial spy, who's like risen up in the ranks of the New Republic now. She just happens to be there when Captain Teva shows up to talk about Navarro, and of course she knows about Navarro, and she tries to dissuade the New Republic colonel from sending help, which she does because they're all buffoons. The New Republic is just a bunch of idiots, easily fooled, incompetent, red tape everywhere. I get it, okay, but you can't just present them as just awful, incompetent new regime. There should be a mixed bag of, just like the Empire is presented as sort of competent and incompetent, depending on what corner of the Empire you go into, in which show or movie. So the New Republic should be similarly like, well, it's not perfect, but it's not just rife with incompetence and buffoonery. I'm a little thrown off by how we go from the Mandalorians on their previous planet being totally shitty at everything to being like skilled strike teams on Navarro. This is a problem with how they set this season up, unfortunately, really unfortunately, because they set it up by having the Mandalorians get their asses kicked and just act ridiculous from the get-go. First the alligator monster, then they were like, we're just going to give up on that dragon thing. It's going to eat our kids and we're just going to let it go. It always gets away. Even in the speech where the big guy, the big Gatling gun Mandalorian, you think he's basically saying, we're not going to help these guys. Like, why should we keep putting our lives on the line? And then he switches and he's like, because we're Mandalorians, assholes. We're going to go help because that's what we do. But even he's like, Bo-Katan didn't give up when we all did. And it's like, yeah, because you guys have been presented in this season as kind of terrible. There's not really any I don't see why Bo-Katan is even attracted to joining the Watch at this point, because they seem so ridiculous. Mando even mentions how they don't have ships. It's like, what happened to their ships? How did they get to this planet with all their stuff and no ships? Did the alligator monster eat them or something? I don't know. But they have to take, of course, Bo-Katan and Mando's ships to go fight in Navarro. It doesn't make sense. Overall, this was definitely a step in the right direction. We have some of the overarching plot with Moff Gideon. Perhaps Thrawn is behind this, Admiral Thrawn. If you're not familiar with that character, he's a character in some of the best books written about Star Wars, the extended universe stuff. Timothy Zahn, I believe, is the author of those. I haven't read all the Thrawn books. I read the Thrawn trilogy, but he's come out with a new Thrawn like prequel stories that I haven't read those yet. He's also in Star Wars Rebels, which I haven't finished yet, because I don't know, there's just too much Star Wars sometimes. It gets overwhelming. But I'm gonna start over on that show. I got like 3 seasons in, so I'd just start over and watch it all again. Speaking of which, there was Zeb, I believe is his name, from Star Wars Rebels, the big alien guy that's talking with Captain Zeva in the cantina or whatever, where they get the message. The big alien guy. He only has a couple lines, but I hope we get to see more of him and more Rebels characters, because they are great characters. And you know, we've seen Rebels / Clone Wars characters like Ahsoka, and now we can, Sabine and various other characters. Ezra, I know that has been cast. So, anyways, pretty good episode overall. I think weaker just because several of the episodes leading up to this have been weaker. Weaker because they've just made the New Republic kind of just too derpy, and the pirates, I don't know, like, I'm kind of mixed on the pirates. It feels a little too kiddie, cartoony. Again, too Pirates of the Caribbean-y. This season has been such a mixed bag in general. Hopefully, the back half of the season, the next few episodes are as good or better than this one, and we really get to see where the budget's gone, where the focus of this season has been weighted. So, let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And thank you for watching. Peace.